All right, so Chirino, 7 innings pitched, only 1 earned run, 2 hits. I mean, how impressive was he today?
Outstanding effort. A lot of hype pitching going on for good reason around this series. He certainly, held up his end of the bargain and maybe outperformed the bulk of them. But it was good to see, Yanni last night, kind of a last-minute decision to start him simply because we had run through our bullpen and thought with their lineup it made the most sense, and Yanni made us all look fairly intelligent for a day.
You guys have been really high on Austin Meadows. He was incredibly impressive today. He got the scoring going in the first, and then, of course, that 2-run blast. I mean, how encouraging was it to see that from him?
Good, and we're going to have matchups where lefties are going to get to mix and match against left-handed pitchers, and Austin showed throughout last year and spring that he's equipped to go up there and have good at bats. And then we talked about it before the season started about the home runs, and even opening day, he's just got that knack for getting a lot of carry. That ball just kept going and going, but that was huge for us. 3
wins in a row give you guys a lot of momentum going in and winning the series, going into the next few games and then the road trip.
Yeah, it helps. Look, I mean, it's very early. We know that team's very good over there. The one thing that we're going to be able to avoid is going 1-8, so that helps.
Kevin, can you give us an update on Joey Wendell?
Joey kind of tweaked his hamstring. He'll get checked out by the doctor today, and then we'll go from there. Probably, in fairness, right now, probably a day-to-day deal.
Is this kind of what you saw from Yanni last year before some of the injuries kind of?
Yeah, he had a really impressive start against the Red Sox in Fenway Park where he was, super efficient and limited a good lineup. Today was a lot of the same. I mean, I don't know what he did wrong today. I mean, it was just outstanding. He kept his composure, made big pitches when a couple guys got on base here and there. There weren't a ton, but just a strong performance.
How impressive is it? He comes in after an opener sometimes and then he gets a start today and just kind of changes.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gotten used to kind of being versatile in that mindset. Like, it really doesn't matter. We've learned with most of our guys, like, it's not the biggest deal. They all do it in spring training, so I don't even think that factors into the equation for his mindset, whether he's starting or following a guy in the second or third inning.
What did you see with Yanni when you went out to check on him?
I just kind of, I think he hyperextended his knee a little bit when he really the comebacker to him slipped a little bit, but nothing big. He said he was totally fine.
Does he get closer to being a starter, or is that still?
Nah, we'll keep our versatility, and if we need him to start, or Yarbs or Beeks or Font, they'll start on given days. But it's not. We're not trying to gauge like if you do this so well, then we're going to let you start. That's not the case. We think that our best matchups are when we can be versatile throughout the entire pitching staff.
Kevin, in the evolution of a young player such as Austin, how do you know when he's ripe? I mean, last year you guys didn't use him as much as you used Jake or Willie, but brought him along slowly.
Well, I think we talked about it with Austin. We kind of boxed him out just because we were on a good run. There wasn't really a spot right there to get him going the last month. We certainly wanted to see him up here, but I mean, everybody was playing their part and their role really well. I think with Austin this spring, and even probably going into the offseason, we had offseason conversations, there was probably a clearer path than maybe he had before, or an opportunity to just go play, and right now he's making the most of it.
Kevin, do you have an opener for tomorrow?
Stanek. Yep. The original. Although he's not, Sergio was, but Stanek did it a lot. I don't know. Maybe. All right, guys.